God bless you, everybody. Not gonna be before you too long. So I had this dream, and in the dream, the people were saying, this is like a congregation slash choir, and they were all singing on one accord, sold out, sold out. And then I remember walking across the front of the stage and saying, thinking to myself, I didn't say it out loud, but in the dream, I'm thinking like, yeah, some of y'all might be sold out, but the majority of you ain't. And then the song changed from sold out to Phoenician, Phoenician, Phoenician. And then I woke up. So basically what this dream means, because when I prayed on it, the Lord said to me, homophones, homophones. And so basically what this dream means is sold out, SOLD, and sold out, SOULED. And so homophones are two words that sound exactly the same, but yet have two totally different meanings. And so God is saying that there's a lot of people who, say that they're sold out unto God. But really, if a situation was to come, they would sell him out in a heartbeat. They would sell God out in a heart. They would sell Jesus out in a heartbeat. And God is saying that we need to be on guard, that we don't sell out. We don't sell out God. And these situations could come in many different ways, shape, or forms. It could be being disobedient to God because an opportunity will come your way and you know that you're not supposed to take it. You know that God has, for you specifically, maybe for somebody else it's okay, but for you specifically, you can't take that opportunity. And yeah, you might be making more money, and yeah, it'll make things go smoother for you. But you know that God has said, don't do it. Might be okay for somebody else, but for you, it's not all right. And God has his reasons and he knows what's best for you. And so God is saying that if you truly sold out to him, SOUL, if you truly sold out to him, then no amount of money or opportunity is going to make you sell out. Sell out, you know what I mean? And so God is making a distinction. Some of you are saying, I'm sold out. But truly in your heart, you're really not. And if that thing was to be tested, you would see how quick you would sell him out. And I have to put myself in this because I remember way back when that movie Indecent Proposal or something like that, when that movie came out, I remember identifying with that movie saying, well, God, I don't know, somebody offered me $1 million to go against, you know what I mean, what I know is right, what I know that's not godly. I don't know, I might have to take it, I said, I don't know, guys. So even 500,000, I might have, like I had to be honest. I had to be honest with the Lord. And but see, the thing of it is God respects that. He respects the fact that he honors the fact that that you're truthful to him. And I was honest with him. I've always been honest with God. I never sat there and faked the funk with God because he already knows what's in your heart. And so if somebody is sitting here listening to this and saying, you know what, I ain't to that point where I can honestly say I could turn down $1 million. I'm not at that point. God will honor and respect the fact that you being honest, because like I said, he already knows. But the thing of the other part of it was when I had that honest conversation with him, I said, how can I get to the point, Lord, where I am that no amount of money would be, I'll be willing to give you up. And there was a whole nother dream that went to the answer to that question. But in a nutshell, basically God said, take me with you. So basically, when you wake up in the morning, you thinking about God. throughout the day, you're acknowledging him. When you go into bed, you thinking about him, and then the cycle repeats. The other thing is, in any relationship, you need to have quality time. If you building a relationship with anybody, if you have a brand new baby, you have to build that bond. It's just not automatic. And you have to spend time in that relationship, quality time with that person. Same thing with a husband and wife. You got to spend time with each other to get to know each other, or with a fiance, you got to get to know them. You have to have regular conversation, and so you have to set aside time and have conversation with the Lord. And when you have a conversation, it's not one way. It's not, oh yeah, Lord, thank you, and I want this, I want that. All right, see you, bye. You got to give God time to respond. So when you're having that time with God, at the end of it, give at least 5 minutes to hear if he has something to say back to you. And so I began to do that. And this is very early on in my walk with God. So I began to do that. And before long, I don't know I can't place a time frame on it, but before long, I was to the point where if someone was to offer me some money, or to be directly, or have me do something that was directly disobedient to God, to God's ways, then I wouldn't be tempted to take it. If an opportunity came, a lot of us, nobody's really gonna come and say, here's $1 million. Some of us will have that situation, like, here's $1 million for you to come and take on this church or whatever, or this, some of us will have something like that. But even though it's all packaged and look like it's of God, God may have strictly told you, no, that's not for you. You're supposed to have the street ministry in the slum somewhere, and whatever. And somebody might offer you, no, but what you got, we like to see it in our church, and it's a salaried position, and it's going to be, you're going to make a lot of money. It's a mega church, and you're going to make a lot of money. But then that's not what God told you to do. And so you're selling out. You're selling out, and it may be packaged and look like it's a godly thing, but it's selling out. And God is saying, for some of you, you need to really truly look at some of these opportunities that may be coming your way, or may have already come your way, that are not of him, and that it's going to be speaking to the things that you want, that your flesh wants to do. It's going to be speaking to that, but it's not going to be what God wants you to do. And so we have a way, as human beings, we have a way of making things, trying to make things fit to what, trying to make things that are not of God be of God, if that makes sense. Trying to make it fit so that we can have both, things that satisfy our flesh, and things that, trying to make it so that things that satisfy our flesh are of God, so that, we can, like, lie to ourselves. You know what I'm trying to say. So sometimes it just takes you being brutally honest unto God, and saying, like, I'm not there yet. Help me, Lord. I'm not there yet. And so, but let me explain what the Phoenician meant when I'm done. Before I get done here, let me explain that. So the Phoenician, when they kept saying Phoenician at the end, that meant, okay, so in the Bible, there was a city called Phoenicia, and they were, and I looked this up, these people were merchants. They lived by the sea, and they were known for their purple, the color purple, where they would dye robes and things like that. And back in those days, that dye was expensive. So They were known as merchants and people who sold things. And so that's why God was saying that. And they were also known to be idol worshipers. And so that's why God is saying that. Like, okay, in the church, that's a big thing. One of the most famous songs is that, you're sold out. But you saying that, but you really, not you, but we really need to make sure that, are you really sold out? Are you really sold out unto God? Are you really sold out to God? Or are you really a sellout unto yourself? Like, you really sell your own self out, you'll sell God out in order to get what you need to get. And like I said, it was a process. It didn't happen overnight. And if you are somebody sitting here listening to this and you're like, yeah, I'm not at that point, that's okay. It's okay that you're not at that. It's okay if you're not at that point. As long as you are taking steps to get to the point where you are get to the point where you are, where you put God above everything. You put him above your money. You put him above the people in your life. He's first, and it takes time to get there. But for those who say they have been walking in the Lord for a very long time, and they know that they do what they do to make a buck, God sees it. God sees it. So if you hearing that and you hearing this and you're like, yeah, you spirit of conviction is coming upon you, then it's not too late. You're obviously hearing this for a reason, and so this is the time to repent and get right. So I believe a lot of us are being tested, even within our jobs due to current events. So, but like I say, everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And God might concerning a certain situation, God might tell you not to, and tell somebody else to go ahead to, you know? So that's all I can say about that. But you can read between the lines. All right, well, God bless you. I love you. Take care. And until we meet again.